Good morning and welcome to our 2020 and 2021 graduation ceremony. We are so pleased to be able to celebrate with you all today, and I know some of you have had to wait a long time for this day. I'm Sadie Skellen, the Director of Higher Education, and I will be acting as Master of Ceremonies today. Before we begin with the proceedings, we have a few safety notices. Whilst in the church, you may remove your face masks if you wish. The toilets are situated at the back of the church, through the right entrance, and then to your right. There is no smoking or vaping throughout the building or on the premises. Please make sure that your mobile phones are turned off or are on silent. If the fire alarm sounds, please move quickly and quietly to the fire exits at the rear of the building. The event stewards will direct you out of the church, down the road to the sensory gardens. And then please wait until the stewards give you the all clear to return and re-enter the building. Thank you for your cooperation. Now, please would you be upstanding for the academic procession. Thank you. Please be seated. I'd now like to invite Reverend Julie Burkett, College Chaplain, to say a few words.
Good morning. Welcome to Graduation Day. It's my great joy and privilege to warmly welcome you all to the Parish Church of St John the Baptist for the University Centre Western Graduation Ceremony. Thank you to the Rector and members of the church for their hospitality and for helping in preparation and stewarding today. This is a day of well-deserved reward and celebration of endings and beginnings. So congratulations, enjoy this day, and may you be richly blessed as you journey forward into new adventures.
Thank you, Julie. I'm delighted to tell you that Dr. Paul Phillips, Principal and Chief Executive of the Western College Group, will be presiding at all 4 of our graduation ceremonies today. And before I invite Dr. Paul to the stage, I'd like to take the opportunity to say a few words about him. Since taking over as principal in 2001, Dr. Paul has driven Western College to achieve a national reputation for excellence. Under his leadership, the college has been awarded Ofsted Outstanding status and won a string of prestigious national awards, including the Queen's Anniversary Prize for Further and Higher Education. Dr. Paul has also been awarded the esteemed title of TES FE Leader of the Year. In 2020, the principal won the National Teaching Award for Lifetime Achievement from Pearson and Principal of the Year at the National Centre for Diversity Annual Awards, UK Freddie. He's overseen the formation of key partnerships with the University of the West of England, Bath Spa University and Hartpury University. Also, Dr. Paul's been awarded doctorates by a number of higher education institutions and has received an OBE and CBE in recognition of his work in the FE and HE sector. I now invite Dr. Paul Phillips to open the ceremony.
Thank you very much, Sadie. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, honoured guests. When we started higher education at Western College more than 20 years ago, we only had a few students with us who graduated, and now, as the years go on, we've developed. We've got 4 graduation ceremonies today, and we see higher education taking on a very new and different profile. It may be foundation degrees, it may be honours degrees, it may be higher apprenticeships, it may be degree apprenticeships or master's degrees. It doesn't matter. What we actually see is people who've come into education striving for the very best. And we are a TEF Gold institution, one of a few really in the UK, where the teaching excellence is absolutely high. And that's down to the brilliant tutors here and our partner universities in Bath Spa, University of West of England, and indeed Hartpury, who support us in that development. We had university centre status some years ago, and higher education has developed so fast and with such great success that today, despite all the impact of challenges of COVID, etc., you've got through it, and you're here today to celebrate so many achievements. I welcome you to the church, and I hope today that you can celebrate with friends and family what you've actually achieved. And those achievements are major. Many of you have already secured employment, many of you are in employment, and others are going on to further degrees, etc. But you are all massive successes of University Centre Western, known as UCW. I never know what advice to give sometimes to young people or adults, because I can take you back to a graduation ceremony I did many years ago in another college, and I was looking at the people in front of me, and I thought of this particular group that had played me up over the years. I can't see them being any real success, but still I'll give them their certificates. And they became the Manic Street Preachers. So you can see that my judgment may be pretty infallible or absolutely wrong at times in terms of potential. But I look at you today and wonder where the stars of the future are, because you're all stars today in terms of what you've achieved. Achievement is massive. With achievement, we need to learn humility at times. I'll give 2 examples from my own life. My mother was so proud when I came second in Latin. And for weeks and years, she talked about my success in Latin. And it was good, but there were only 2 of us in the class. So consequently, you have to sell a story sometimes, and that's all part of life. And then when I got my PhD, you can imagine it, massive pride. I've got myself a doctorate, PhD, and you go home and you sit down and your grandfather says, "What's this PhD then? Paper hanging and decorating?" And suddenly you go back down to a level. So humility is also important as well as great achievement, but today is to celebrate. And who would ever have thought when you started your courses what we would go through as a country in terms of COVID and its challenges, etc. But you're here today, you've excelled. The results are phenomenal that have come through. I've never seen such brilliant results justifying that TEF Gold status. So really enjoy the day. There'll be some celebrations. I've been told to have nothing to do with any stories about Wales, because you may hear in my voice I'm a bit Welsh, but I have given my word there'll be no Welsh involvement today. So enjoy the day, enjoy the celebrations, enjoy the time with friends and family, as you are graduates in front of me shortly to be graduates of UCW. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Paul, for those inspiring words. We now move into the presentation of the awards. Tutors for each course will come to the pulpit and call out the names of the students who are attending today alphabetically. With each programme, we will start with the 1920 graduands and then move on to the 2021 graduands. Unfortunately, some of our graduates cannot be with us today due to work and other personal circumstances. Only the names of the students who are present here today will be read out. After each graduand's name is called out, they will walk onto the stage and be presented with a scroll by Dr. Paul Phillips. In order to keep everyone as safe as possible, we will not be shaking hands today, but you will notice that the cameras are following you up on the stage, and this is to make sure that we get some good footage and photography for your family and friends watching on the live stream or in the Italian Gardens, so feel free to give them a wave. I now invite Francis Ekchukwu to the stage to present the HNC Construction and the Site Supervision Higher Apprenticeship.
It is with great pride that I present the Civil Engineering, Surveying, and Construction class of 2020 and 21. This is our greatest cohort to date, and testimony to the hard work of the learners and the dedicated teaching team behind them. I see in them graduates who have built new friendships, graduates who have overcome barriers, who have developed a deep foundation of knowledge, paving the way into their chosen specialist career. I see future professionals who will shape their world and influence the built environment for years to come. I have seen the lengths that many of these learners have gone to and the various obstacles they have had to overcome in their work life and their personal lives, which makes their success even more commendable. All that remains is for me to wish them all the very best for their future as I present the HNC Construction and Built Environment graduating class of 2019, 20, and 21. Thank you.
I now invite Joanna Philpott to present the HNC Engineering.
Good morning, ladies, gentlemen, and distinguished guests. I'm extremely honoured and privileged to present to you today our graduate students who have completed their HNC's engineering. I'm here to present the cohorts for the 1920 and 2021 who have completed the operations, manufacturing and straight engineering pathways. Unfortunately, some of the candidates were unable to attend today's ceremonies, but we're also here to congratulate them in their fantastic achievement. Today's attending graduates are from Airbus and Belcan, and two of those have actually progressed from our Level 3 Engineering Technician programme, which has been incredibly successful. As engineers, we like facts and statistics, so I'm really proud to state that this cohort had 100% success rate. They have been an exceptional cohort of apprentices who have overcome a lot of challenges. Engineering doesn't always do very well online. We prefer to be a bit more hands-on and a bit more practical, but they've overcome all of this in order to have some great achievements. These cohorts are also employer-sponsored and part of our West of England Institute of Technology. Our engineering employer partners have not only been integral in the development of our engineering provision, but also part of that wider IoT partnership. Please join me in welcoming our graduates today and congratulating on their success. Becky Ross are from Airbus. Daniel Weaver from Belcan. And Charles Willis from Belcan as well. Thank you.
The students from our foundation degrees in Applied Computing and Games and Animation Production for 2019-20 have all progressed to the top-ups in those subjects, and so we will welcome those students later in the proceedings. But I now invite Sue Day to present the foundation degree in Health and Social Care Practice.
I haven't got the degree. Ladies and gentlemen, it's with great pleasure that I present to you our 2019-2020 graduates who have completed their foundation science degree in health and social care. This challenging degree changes lives. It takes people with tremendous skill, compassion, and untapped potential and equips them to become confident, knowledgeable, resourceful assistant practitioners working in a variety of healthcare settings. These are exactly the people we all hope will be there for us should we ever need healthcare in the future. They have juggled full-time employment with very significant amounts of time studying in their evenings and days off. Many have had family responsibilities too. They have needed to be resourceful and resilient, relying on the indispensable support of family, friends, and their fellow students. As with every degree, there have been enormous challenges over the past 18 months for students and lecturers. But when I was sitting in the safety of my bedroom, teaching online, these graduates were literally on the front line, caring for patients in acute and chronic healthcare settings, many with COVID-19 positive patients, or they were going into people's homes, often with limited personal protective equipment. They were working vast amounts of overtime as their colleagues went off sick with COVID. Indeed, many of them caught COVID themselves at a time when the vaccine was only a dream. COVID-19 has had an impact, and there have been personal tragedies in this group of students. But in the midst of all of this, they have carried on with their studies, completing their degree and their higher apprenticeships. They are truly remarkable people. We know that our graduates have already been making a significant impact where they work, and we know they will continue to do so. Many are now undertaking additional courses in higher education, with many moving on to complete their nursing degree. Some have already qualified their top-up degree and qualified as radiographers. Graduates, you really make a difference, and we are very proud of you. It's been a privilege to be part of your career development. And on behalf of all the academic team and of those gathered here today, I salute your outstanding contribution to healthcare in the most difficult of circumstances. I congratulate you on your success and wish you well in your future healthcare careers. I present today Jodie Bird. Chelsea Chatfield. Denise Linham. Georgia Norris. Joanne Warren. Stacey White. Marta Sokowska.
Although graduation is a day to celebrate the highs of the past year, we must also mark the lows. And sadly, one of our health and social care students, Sarah Kitt, passed away in this last year. I would like to welcome Dr. Paul Phillips to say a few words about her.
Thank you, Sadie. I just want to remember Sarah today as an incredible student who had so much passion for her subject. She worked so hard. She was spirited. She enjoyed life, studying. Even when she was visiting her sister, she studied at Harvard University in terms of her assignments. And indeed, it was one thing that she had above all her other colleagues, that she'd done that. She was a special individual to us all, not just for her wit or dry sense of humor or for her endurance, but also for the empathy she had with young people and adults with learning difficulties and disabilities. And she is such a sad loss to the whole organization, and indeed to that particular group of students. I would just ask if we could just have a minute's silence to remember her, please. Thank you. Sarah is and will continue to be greatly missed by us all. And I therefore present to you the following candidate for the award of Foundation Degree, IGROTAT, posthumously in Health and Social Care Practice, Foundation Degree in Science, Sarah Kitt.
I now invite Amy Smith to present the Foundation Degree in Integrated Mental Health and Social Care.
All right. It is with great pleasure that I stand here before our 2020 and 2021 graduates who have successfully completed their Foundation Science degree in Integrated Mental Health and Social Care. It would be an understatement to say the last 18 months have been a challenge to us all. However, I would like to take a moment to emphasize how particularly challenging it's been for our students, all of whom work within the health and social care setting. Usually here we would say this course requires a major commitment and personal sacrifice, but that would have been pre-COVID-19. To say this now would be to minimize and undervalue the depth of sacrifice our students have made to ensure the most vulnerable people in our society are protected. With my hand on my heart, I can say it's been an absolute honor to have participated in the growth and transformation of these graduates over the past 2 years. And dare I say it, as we build back better, we know our graduates will lead the way with fierce compassion. And so for this reason, it's with great pride, I say on behalf of the academic team, thank you for being our beacons of light and a continued inspiration to us all. We honor and congratulate you on your success, and we wish you the best in your future health and social care careers. Saviour Amoa, Natalie Bohort, Nicola Burchill, Fonsina Gueshi, Danielle Lewis, Jennifer Pearce. Deborah Selden. Monica Sabura. Penelope Stanbury. Laura Tuck. Sharon Wilson. Sean Bartle. No, sorry, I apologize. Sally Adams. My apologies. Sally Adams. Sean Bartle. I get it. Jacqueline Black. Anya Dunn. Harriet Haynes. Martin Pickford. Natalie Reed.
I now invite Spencer Frost to present the Foundation degree in Sports Studies.
Good morning, everyone. I'm delighted to have this opportunity to say a few words about the Foundation degree in Sports Studies students that are graduating today. Those that have been able to join us for the graduation, along with their fellow classmates, have succeeded in completing a broad focused degree that requires students to engage with a range of disciplines within the sport and physical activity industry, be that PE teaching, sports coaching, personal training, and examining things like nutrition, injuries, sports business, and the psychology of sports performance, all alongside work-based learning placements. All of the students graduating today, as with all of the students graduating today, their achievements cannot be underestimated due to the complexity and challenges that the COVID situation has presented, and has been remarked already. Across both groups, the students demonstrated resilience, flexibility, and a can-do attitude. And while there may have been some frustration due to the limitations upon them, I can guarantee that the guys are better for the experience and more ready to engage with the new world that is upon us. It's fair to say the students graduating are a varied bunch, from guys that came straight from FE to those returning to and restarting their higher education. They all have unique personal situations that have impacted how they've been able to engage with the programme. We have guys who have had significant work and travel commitments, guys that started businesses while they're with us. We've had major injuries, we've had illnesses, personal family challenges, and we're also delighted that one student was able to welcome a new arrival to their family while on the course. Their focus and ability to manage these situations is testament to their commitment to their studies and their futures. As a programme leader, my first priority was to ensure the students had the opportunity to engage with the content, knowledge and skills required to complete their degrees. However, my focus has always been on supporting the guys as individuals to help them achieve their own potential, wherever that may be, and leave the programme with a clear sense of having made progress, but also recognising the opportunities available to them. I sincerely hope the guys graduating today are reflecting on the supportive environment we tried to provide. It has been a genuine pleasure teaching both groups for many reasons. It is an honour to have watched their individual progression and their ability to respond to adversity. A pleasure to spend time with them discussing both topics related to their course and any random idea or thought that may pop into their heads. I do remember a wonderful discussion about how do we know if water is wet. That was a very animated ethics discussion. We've had fun and laughter, and all of these experiences were possible as these guys are all great people. And I really want to emphasise that. And I thank them and congratulate them on their achievements. Okay, my final words, in some regards, a plea is that you guys recognise and go on to grasp the opportunities in front of you. While the past 18 months have been tumultuous for all of us, with significant uncertainty right up to today, the opportunity in front of you to do pretty much anything is there. If you set your sights high, commit to the work that's needed day by day, then the sky really is the limit, and I look forward to hearing about your future successes in the future. Okay, from 1920, I'd like to call forward Ella Howe. And Morgan Williams. Lucas Williamson. Pixie Rose Blakely. Hannah Capes. Tia Craig. Jacob Kartasinski. Kuba. Alexandra Moore. And Samuel Percy.
I now invite Jason Hill to present the BSc Honours Applied Computing.
Good morning. The group that I have the privilege of presenting today have a very special significance to me personally. Many of the students about to graduate and receive their degrees were members of my very first tutor group here at Western College. For over 5 years, I have had the pleasure and privilege of teaching many of the young people gathered to graduate today and to receive their received their well-deserved awards. I'd be revealing too much about my age if I told you I could remember a time when mobile phones didn't have colour screens, when the internet meant waiting until after 6 p.m, and 90% of computer problems were solved by simply turning it off and on again. Although, now we come to mention it, that point still stands. In my lifetime, technology has accelerated at a pace that I never would have thought possible. In their lifetimes, many of the graduates in this room will see similar advancements, and I'm sure in many cases be leading themselves. Although it has undoubtedly been a stressful and uncertain period for the last 18 months, there have also been a time of bemusement for many of us in the digital sector. As fringe groups, declared technology to be the cause of the coronavirus, pitchforks were fetched, and the nearest 5G masts were torched. However, alongside this, we have witnessed one of the largest global technical transformations in recent years. We will hear many stories of incredible success here today, and our applied computing graduates are no exception. I and the course team wish you all the very best success in your future careers, and we look forward to hearing about your achievements. Please keep in touch, and not just when you need that job reference. It is now my duty and privilege to be able to present to you the following graduates for the award of the Bachelor of Science in Applied Computing 2019 to 2020, starting with Drew Chamberlain. And Samuel Cottrell. Connor Fudge. Jordan Guy. Robert Lawrence. Callum Lukes. Luke Padden. Ross Puddy. And finally. And of our 2020 to 2021 graduates, Jordan Baker. Declan Bird. Griffin Breeden. Alan Burnell. Elliot Cutler. Edward James. Billy Gerry. Luke Jeffries. Jamie Miles. Liam Neal. Michael Poole. Henry Shilton-Smith. Joshua Webb. And finally, Alex Warboys. Well done.
So I invite Jason Hill to now present the BSc Digital and Technology Solutions degree apprenticeship.
Thank you. The Digital and Technologies Solutions is a 4-year degree apprenticeship that combines the challenges of completing a Bachelor of Science honours degree alongside full-time employment. Throughout various lockdowns brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic, when many of our computing students retreated to their natural habitats of bedrooms and shuttered windows and nocturnal existences, emerging from lockdown as, well, mini vampires. The students on this programme have additional challenges and continue to work in many of the UK's leading technology companies and institutions. When writing this citation, I decided to approach our students directly for inspiration. I hoped that perhaps they might be able to share some of the most memorable and defining moments of their years passed at University Centre Weston. I'm very happy to say that they kindly obliged. Regrettably, it would not be appropriate to share any of their contributions. I can, however, tell you that they were able to conclude with some very sound advice, and I quote exactly, "Just wing it." The last 4 years of academic rigour and excellence have clearly served those students well. Degree apprenticeships are a relatively new programme, with University Centre Weston being one of the first institutions in the UK to offer this degree. The graduates I present today will also be the first cohort to complete the programme and have all put in a tremendous amount of effort to make it to where they are now. As a fitting testament to their hard work, commitment and dedication is the fact that all of our students have achieved an upper second-class honours degree or higher. This remarkable achievement, which we and they should all be very proud of. I and the course team wish them all the very success in their future professions. And just remember, if you are ever unsure, just wing it. It is my privilege to be able to present to you the following graduates of 2021 for the award of Bachelors of Science in Digital and Technology Solutions. Can we please welcome Tommy Beaton and Bradley Carr, Elliot Coleman, Paul Diaz, Charlie Ford, James Hodgkinson, Ewan Kennedy, Lewis Kimber, and finally Nick Weston.
I now invite Sam Stokes to present the BA Honours Games and Animation Production.
Hello everyone. Ladies and gentlemen of the 2019, 2020 and 2021 graduates, wear sunscreen. Mary Smith's column, Advice Like Youth Probably Just Wasted on the Young, was published in the Chicago Tribune on June 1st, 1997. In the column's introduction, Mary presents the essay as a commencement speech she would give if she were asked to give one. One of the paragraphs in the essay goes, "The real troubles in your life are apt to be the things that never crossed your worried mind." In our case, this was the COVID-19 pandemic. Mary did not imagine a global pandemic when she wrote it. If she had, it probably would have been wear face coverings rather than wear sunscreen. These past 2 years have been a whole new life for all of us, and even we game geeks have felt a heavy influence on our daily lives. But as the memes go, we've been practicing for this our whole lives. Any survival horror gamer knows exactly how many rolls of toilet paper to collect and the value of batteries. And unlike most industries, ours has thrived. Never have so many people and their mums invited their friends over to visit their island in Animal Crossing. Never have we been so excited about our weekly raid in World of Warcraft. Never have there been this many people turning to technology to feel connected to one another. Whilst the world slowed to a standstill and our industry was blooming, in the times of crisis, the world needs the art and entertainment industry. We keep the spirits up, we keep the people connected, we keep them sane. So no matter what the future and the new normal holds, you are amongst the lucky ones. And you are providing a service to the world, and providing a service to the world that it so dearly needs. But very few people until now recognize the true value of. The games animation industry will undoubtedly continue to grow exponentially for years to come, and you're now part of it, shaping its future. You are the ones creating the escape. So I'd like to invite to the stage from the 2020 cohort, Shane Cockle. And from the 2021 graduating class, Zeno Fufean. Sam Lawson. Selena Spartini. Kim Clark Parangan. And last but not least, Reese Charter. Thank you.
Principal, in addition to those candidates presented to you, I commend to you the other candidates listed here but in absentia for conferment of their various awards.
By virtue of the authority of my office as Principal and Chief Executive, and on behalf of Bath Spa University and the University of the West of England, I now confer the awards of those candidates here present today and also those in absentia.
Now I'm delighted that we have some entertainment for you as we welcome to the balcony students from our first, second and third year BA Honours Musical Theatre degree.
Have you ever felt like nobody was there? Have you ever felt forgotten in the middle of nowhere? Have you ever felt like you could disappear? Like you could fall and no one would hear? So let that lonely feeling wash away. Maybe there's a reason to believe you'll be okay. 'Cause when you don't feel strong enough to stand, you can reach out your hand. And oh, someone will come running, and I know they'll take you home. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, and when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. Lift your head and look around. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found. You will be found.
Graduation.
There's a place where we don't have to feel unknown. And every time that you call out, you're a little less alone.
If you only say the words
From across the silence, your voice is heard. Oh. Oh. Someone will come running. Someone will come running. Someone will come running.
take you home.
Someone will come running to take you home. Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in, 'cause you'll reach up and you'll rise again. If you only look around, you will be found. You will be found. Out of the shadows, the morning is breaking and all is new. All is new. He's filling up the empty, and suddenly I see that all is new. All is new. You are not alone. 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 Even when the dark comes crashing through, when you need someone to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be found. So let the sun come streaming in. You'll reach up and you'll rise again. If you only look around, you will be found. Even when the dark comes crashing through, you will be found. When you need someone to carry you, you will be found. You will be found. You will be found.
Thank you for that wonderful performance. I now have the pleasure of introducing Harriet Hayes, one of our foundation degree integrated mental health and social care students, who is going to give the student vote of thanks.
On behalf of all the graduating students, I would like to take this opportunity to say a few words about our time here at the University Centre of Weston. I'm sure we will all agree that the last few years have been enjoyable, but not without some challenges. When starting out on our course, I don't think anyone could have predicted what was about to come. The pandemic has affected everyone in different ways, and we have all had to adapt to our learning styles. As just one person, it is perhaps a little difficult to present a vote of thanks on behalf of everyone here today. We have all completed a variety of courses and are leaving today with a wide range of qualifications. Having said that, we have all studied here at UCW, and that is what we all have in common. For my class, we have been studying integrated mental health and social care, whilst continuing to work within a variety of healthcare settings. The pressures of continuing to work in hospital and community settings and then adapting to online learning has conjured up new challenges. It has been tough. However, the support from one another and our lecturers is what has continued to motivate us to achieve our degrees. I truly hope everyone here today feels proud of what they have achieved under circumstances we never could have expected. While studying here, we have all learnt in classrooms and out in our chosen environments. I'm sure we all have memorable moments from our brilliant experiences. Being able to shadow our peers in their place of work has provided us with invaluable experience. I want to thank all the staff at UCW for their support and patience whilst we continue to learn and study during these turbulent times. Our lecturers had to change the way they taught, and it was a new experience for us all. A special thank you to every lecturer for your support during the last few years. And finally, congratulations to all my fellow students on graduating today. I want to wish everyone the best of luck in whatever the next part of their journey may bring.
Thank you, Harriet. Jo Watson, one of the Weston College's deputy principals, is now going to offer the Weston College group response.
Hello. Gosh, it is high up here, but I've got a really good view. So as your graduation ceremony draws to a close, graduates, I'm so pleased that you and your family and your friends are able to share in your wonderful achievements and success today. So from us all, many, many congratulations. Today, you have graduated from one of the region's leading technical higher education providers. University Centre Weston has established itself as an outstanding provider of higher education, awarded the highest score under the Teaching Excellence Framework, that of Gold. Teaching Excellence Framework Gold puts us alongside some of the finest universities in the country. As you are now a graduate of University Centre Weston, this achievement is something for you all to share in and to be proud of. Despite the challenges of the coronavirus pandemic over the last 2 academic years, you have demonstrated your determination and resilience by remaining committed to your studies and embracing the challenges to achieve your goals. During the course of the last 2 years, we've all had to change the way we learn, how we support you, and how you support each other. And we've had to learn this together in real time. But nonetheless, we are here today to recognise that achievement and look ahead to a very bright future for you, our graduates. The quality of your qualification is future-proofed, and the transferable skills obtained from your higher education study will increase your employability. Even in difficult circumstances, the vast majority of you here have obtained graduate-level jobs, and we are incredibly proud of this, and that our students are working for leading employers, including the likes of Dyson, the National Health Service, Airbus, Amazon, and a whole range of local employers in the region. Our technical higher education programmes are amongst the first to be recognised by the Department for Education as part of the prestigious Institutes of Technology network. Weston College is the lead organisation for the West of England Institute of Technology, alongside another 11 institutes of technology nationally. IoTs, or Institutes of Technology, are innovative collaborations between colleges, universities, and employers. They specialise in delivering higher technical education in partnership with employers, often in the format of a higher or degree apprenticeship. We're constantly developing our curriculum here at University Centre Western with new degrees, higher and degree apprenticeships, technical qualifications being added to key sectors including health and social care, engineering and digital technologies. We develop these programmes in partnership with local and national employers, for example, GKN Aerospace, the Ministry of Defence, Atkins, University Hospital, Bristol and Western Trust, for example. University Centre Western aspires to be the best, and we want to continue to set the highest standard in terms of top quality higher education. We can only do this with the support of our university partners, local, region and national business partners and other key partners in the region. We can only achieve it because of the quality, hard work and dedication of our students and our staff. So for this, I invite you to express your appreciation to one another and for UCW's excellent academic support led by the Principal, Dr. Paul Phillips. So just let me put some figures to the success that we've been talking about. This graduating year, close to 40% of our honours students will be achieving a first-class degree, which is an absolutely exceptional outcome. It's outstanding success from outstanding graduates, so we thank you. Nevertheless, as we're all aware, the future poses many challenges and can be uncertain. But your future opportunities are enhanced by your success at University Centre Western, and you are now equipped to seize every opportunity. And so, to the 2020 and 2021 graduates of University Centre Western, I formally, on behalf of the Western College Group, wish you every success. So thank you again, and huge, huge congratulations.
The formal part of the ceremony has now been concluded. However, I would like to hand over to Dr. Paul for some additional traditional celebrations.
Thank you very much, Sadie. We're a little bit limited in what we can do celebration-wise this year because of obviously COVID restrictions, but there are one or two things we can do. So what we are going to do is celebrate this phenomenal morning, and I'm going to go hip hip, you're going to go hooray, I'm going to go hip hip, you're going to go hooray, I'm going to go hip hip, and then on the third hooray you're going to throw your mortarboard in the air and catch it. Just a couple of rules, please, that the college accepts no responsibility for any accidents to the general public, and last year, 2 years ago, the cameraman was knocked out by a mortarboard. So if you could just have a little bit of care, but throw them as high as you can, because it always makes a better photo. Okay, so let's have a go then. Are you all ready? I suggest you take your mortarboard off first, otherwise we'll have absolute chaos, rather than just total. Okay, here we go then. Are you ready? Get the hair clips out, girls. Oh, and boys, obviously, right. Get the clips out. Here we go then. Hip hip.
Hooray!
Dear, oh dear. That's no hooray. Let me tell you, we'll give it one more go now. I'll start again. And for goodness sake, shout out hooray. You are the stars of today. So here we go. Hip hip.
Hooray!
Very good. Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
Okay. I'm dreadfully sorry, but Jordan, who's the photographer, didn't have film in his camera, so unfortunately we've got to do it again. So here we go again. Are you ready this time, Jordan? Yes, ready. Right. Here we go. Ready to capture this great moment now. Here we go then. Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hip hip!
Hooray!
Hip hip!
Hooray!
Right, very good, very good. Thank you for doing that. Unfortunately, I see one of the mortarboards has knocked the vicar out, so I don't know what we're going to do for ceremonies 3 and 4, but we'll have to do our best. Before I just finish, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much to all our guests today, all our supporters from the council, partner universities, and to you, graduates, and all your teachers for producing such excellence. This is a very, very special day for everybody, and you need to take care and you need to look forward to the future with every opportunity to gain great success. So at this point, I'll hand back to you, Sadie.
Thank you. I would like to invite the graduates to join us in the Winter Gardens, where a drinks reception will be served to you and your guests. You can process directly there, and your guests can join you there. Hopefully, you remembered to give them their tickets earlier on. The academic procession is about to leave, led by Dr. Paul Phillips, the academic staff, and then the new graduates. So would you please all stand?